back to the channel of Proenzo Vids, and tonight's video is my thoughts on Taylan May officially returning to the NRL after being cleared of any charges that he was put up against from last year to this year. And yeah, Taylan May back in the game, back to playing footy, what he loves to do. And no, it's good to see. I think whether, you know, obviously I'm not going to speak about any of the charges that he was put through, obviously, but look, he's been cleared by good judges, by good people in the courts, so go trust their word for what they believe and what they see their vision as. But yeah, as far as I know, Taylan May is cleared to play footy yet again, and yeah, it's good because, you know, before he was deregistered by the NRL, he was looking really good for Panthers in early 2024, so hopefully recaptures that form at a new club now. But as always though, make sure to like, comment and subscribe to this YouTube channel. Well, my goal of 5,100 subscribers is getting very close to actually being passed already, because I'm currently at 5,802, so yeah, it's really skyrocketed my sub count recently. But I put that down to great support by you guys and those new subscribers to this channel enjoying the content. It means a lot, and yeah, let it continue hopefully. So thank you all very much. But yeah, I just thought talk about Taylan May, just talk about, you know, where or just where a club could really use Taylan May, because obviously he's a centre and winger. And yeah, there's a few clubs that have already put their name up for Taylan May, so they're not named yet. I think one's the West Tigers, but I'm not too sure. But yeah, back in the game, back to NRL. Yeah, no, good for him. I'm sure he's absolutely stoked about that. If there's one thing we can't deny about Taylan May, it's his talent and what he can bring to a footy team. Now, obviously, one thing you can question is definitely some decision making he does make, because he's been in trouble a few times in the past and for other stuff on off field. But he's very talented, very tough player too. Like, you know, when Stephen Crichton first left Penrith at the end of 2023 to join the Bulldogs, I remember Taylan May was already going to be the ready-made replacement for Stephen Crichton as the new centre for Penrith. And early on, like, May looked so slimmed down, looked very fit, ran the ball with a lot of intent and really was strong with the ball in hand too. And yeah, he looked as good as I ever have seen Taylan May. Like, he was really, really good. So yeah, look, obviously, yeah, that's, like I said, you can't deny May's talent. You can maybe question a few things he does as a person, but as a player, I wouldn't question much about that at all. But yeah, obviously won't be going back to Penrith Panthers, that's for sure. Bit ugly how that all ended actually in July last year. So Penrith Panthers, a no-go for Taylan May. But if there's one club I feel like that will sign him though, that's most likely at the moment until other clubs do show interest, if they do. That's the West Tigers. Makes sense because Justin Olam is about to retire medically because of his knee, which is very sad because he is a great player, Olam, or was a great player, but yeah, that injury is going to cost him now, I think, his career potentially. So, but yeah, that means Taylan May is the perfect replacement for him, I think, in the centres. You know, you give me a backline, Jareem Buller, Sunil Taruva, I can't have Adam Dewey there, I'm sorry. Tigers need a better centre than Adam Dewey. Anyway, Taylan May, and then the other winger is going to be... who's the other winger for the Tigers? I think it's... oh, I've gone blanky for a second. I can't believe that. Anyway, but yeah, the Tigers' backline looks a whole lot better now that they've got Taylan May added to their team potentially. But yeah, look, I think Tigers have a lot of value, you know, getting Taylan May, I reckon, on a cheap deal. Can't imagine they'll sign him on a big deal, but if he plays well and does what he does best, then yeah, he'll definitely get a contract upgrade. But yeah, you know, I think after all the adversity he's been through, Taylan May, and all the trouble he's, I guess, gone through, this whole court case stuff that's been likely hanging over his head for a long time now, having AVOs against him and whatever, because I think the new AVO he does have against his ex, I think that's another 6 months. It got push to another 6 months. I think it's been continuing for a while anyway, but yeah, that's what I read today, that the AVO is going to last for another 6 months, so it can't be broken, obviously. But yeah, back in the game, back to footy. Yeah, like I said, Tigers are one club that I feel like might sign him. If there is another club, but I reckon the Roosters could use him, but maybe because of Taylan May's situation there, and Taylan May being a Tiger now, it makes more sense to add him to the club as well, I should have mentioned before, but to the Tigers, I mean. But for the Roosters, no. I think after the way Terrell was treated by Robinson, Taylor would not go there. It would make sense because the Roosters' backline being so depleted, but I can't imagine Taylan May going to the Roosters. But yeah, I think Tigers most likely club. Maybe St. George if they need any backs. Maybe Cronulla because of Sione Katoa being out for a long time, but they've got Sam Stone Street, so I can't imagine they'll sign him. But maybe Cowboys. Cowboys need a couple of better experienced backs, I think. But yeah, wherever he goes, I'm sure he'll kill it. Because I can't see him being a player where he struggles. Because I feel like he's always been a hard-working player, very talented, very powerful, like I said before. And yeah, I think he's a winner. I personally think he's a winner. Like, I know he gets a lot of hate and cops a lot of shit for what his personality or character is. Like you know, I don't judge personalities or characters. Like, I think he's a good person inside. Like, people may not agree, but that's fine because I think he is a good person. Like, me and him have had chats before in the past on Instagram about YouTube and content ideas and stuff like that. So, yeah, we've had good discussions, and he's a nice guy, I reckon. So hopefully he works out well back in the NRL, and hopefully gets a good opportunity elsewhere. Not Penrith, obviously, but somewhere else. But yeah, he'll kill it, I reckon. And hopefully, if there's one club he goes to, it's with Terrell at the Tigers, because that's most likely out of every destination in the game. But we'll see what happens, but good to see him back. But what do you think about the whole Taylan May situation, and where do you see him landing in 2025? Let me know in the comments down below. But as always, like, comment, and subscribe to this YouTube channel if you are new watching right now. Thanks for all the new support, and enjoy the rest of your night.